A Chinese AI lab just open-sourced a model 15 times bigger than GPT-4. Not a demo, not a paper, real weights, real code, sitting on Hugging Face right now. And buried inside it is a new idea that might quietly rewrite how every future model handles long conversations. Today we're breaking down Kimi K3. First, the headline number, 2.8 trillion parameters. To put that in perspective, GPT-4 is widely estimated at around 1.8 trillion, and it's closed source. Llama 3's biggest model was 405 billion. Kimi K3 is roughly 7 times bigger than Llama and about 50% bigger than GPT-4, and unlike either of them, you can literally download it tonight. But here's the twist. A 2.8 trillion parameter dense model would be unusable. You'd need a small data center just to run inference. Kimi K3 gets around that with a mixture of experts architecture. Think of it like a giant panel of specialist doctors, only 2 or 3 actually see each patient. For any given token, only a small subset of the network activates, so the compute cost stays reasonable while total capacity stays enormous. The truly novel piece is called Kimi Delta Attention. Standard transformer attention scales quadratically with context length, double the tokens, quadruple the memory. That's why million-token context windows have been so expensive. Delta Attention reformulates the attention update as a small correction, a delta, on top of a compressed running state, instead of recomputing full attention over every past token. The result, near-linear scaling on long contexts with minimal quality loss. Why should you care? Long context is the bottleneck holding back the next generation of AI agents. If a model can hold an entire codebase, an entire legal case, or a week of your conversations in working memory cheaply, the whole product surface changes. Delta Attention isn't just a Kimi trick. If it holds up under independent testing, expect it to show up in Llama, Mistral, and probably Gemini within a year. The open weights piece is arguably the biggest story. Anthropic, OpenAI, and Google have all quietly stopped releasing frontier weights. Meta's Llama series is the last major Western open family, and even Meta has been hedging. A Chinese lab shipping a 2.8 trillion parameter model into the commons flips the geopolitics of AI in a single afternoon. Every university, every startup, every solo researcher on Earth now has access to frontier-scale compute, assuming they can rent the GPUs to run it. There are caveats. We don't yet have independent benchmarks. Moonshot's own numbers put K3 ahead of GPT-4 Turbo on reasoning and math, but internal benchmarks always look great. Expect the community to shred it or crown it within about 2 weeks. Watch LMS's Arena and the Hugging Face leaderboards. So what's the takeaway? 3 things. 1. The frontier is no longer a Silicon Valley monopoly. 2. Architectural innovation, not just scale, is back on the menu, and Delta Attention could be a genuine step change. 3. If you build with AI, the ground is moving under you again. The models you fine-tuned last quarter may already be obsolete. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe. We cover every major model drop the moment the weights hit the internet, and we tell you when it actually matters versus when it's just hype. See you in the next one.